Close your eyes. Think about Dhaka. 20 million people, rickshaw bells ringing, car horns everywhere, construction noise that never stops, heat rising from the roads, air thick with dust and smoke. Now think about a park. Green grass, a lake, a bench under a tree, children laughing, no traffic noise. This is what a park means in Dhaka. So my name is Ilhan bin Hassan. So I will take you to three parks. But this is not just about parks. This is about us, about who we are. Parks are mirrors. They show us our hopes, our problems, our dreams. Why do parks exist? In the 1800s, the British ruled our land. They brought the idea of public gardens with them. Before this, we had open spaces. We had ponds, we had fields, but the formal park? That came from the British. The first parks in Dhaka weren't for everyone. Only rich people and British officers could use them. Ramna Park was like this for the rulers, not for regular people. But things changed. After 1971, after independence, parks became more democratic. Now, a rickshaw puller can sit on the same bench as a rich businessman. A young couple can hold hands, an old man can feed birds, nobody stops them. Sociologists call parks a third place. What does this mean? Simple. Your home is your first place. Your work or school is your second place. Your third place is where you just exist. No pressure, no work, just being human. Coffee shops are third places. Community centers are third places. But in Dhaka, we don't have many coffee shops or community centers. So, parks become our third places. But in Bangladesh, parks mean something extra. They are places for love. Dating is hard in our culture. You cannot bring someone home. Parents will ask questions, relatives will gossip, society watches everything. So, where do young couples go? Parks. Under the trees, away from everyone's eyes, two people can talk. They can dream together. They can have privacy in a city that gives them no privacy. Everyone knows this. They are going to the park means they're dating. We joke about it. But here's something serious here. Parks give freedom. Freedom to young people. Freedom to love. Parks are also special for children. Many of us remember parks from childhood, playing on grass, feeding fish, flying kites. These memories stays with us forever. When we get old, we go back to parks not just to rest, but to remember who we used to be. Now, let us visit three parks. Each park tells a different story about Dhaka. First, we will talk about Dhanmondi Lake. Dhanmondi Lake is more than a park, it's a memory. In the 1950s, after partition, Dhaka needed new residential areas. City planners started developing Dhanmondi. In 1956, they made a decision that they would define the neighborhood for decades. This old water channel from the Kavanbaza River, they would keep it. They declared 16% of Dhanmondi will be water, not buildings, not roads, water. This was brave. Everyone wanted to build buildings, land meant money, but they said no, we need water, we need open space. The lake almost died by the 1990s. It was very dirty. People threw garbage in it. Buildings came too close to edges. The water turned black, the smell drove people away. Then, in 1996, art architect Iqbal Habib led a rescue mission. He cleaned it up, he built proper walkways, he planted trees systematically. He created amphitheater called Robindra Sarovar, which is a cultural space by the water. In 2000, the restored lake opened to everyone. Dhanmondi got its heart back. So, this is Dhanmondi Lake. 3 kilometers carving through Road 7 like a river through the neighborhood. If you live in Dhanmondi, you know this lake. You have walked here. You have eaten street food here. Maybe you fell in love here. Maybe you got your heart broken here. Notice how it curves. Trees line the walkway. The design you are seeing is beautiful by accident. Nobody planned it perfectly. It just happened. And that makes it special. Men and women in running shoes, running and walking in circles, trying to stay healthy. People use this space for health. Here you can see these people sitting on benches. They bring books or scroll through phones instead. Watch this footage of people walking. Middle class and rich people. This isn't everyone's space. Now watch this food selling footage. Food stalls selling jhalmuri, fuchka, different kinds of food. The smell of fried food mixes with lake water and car smoke. This is Dhaka's special smell. Now watch this boat video. This is the dinghy club. You can rent small boats here. The water isn't very clean, but for 15 minutes you are on water. In Dhaka, that feels like a miracle. Now watch this Ubuntu Shorobar video. This is Ubuntu Shorobar. On holidays, they have programs here. Cultural shows, music. Pahela Bushak here is amazing. Thousands of people come. Music everywhere. For a few hours, this feels like the real Bangladesh. Now watch this couple's footage. Notice the feeling here. Comfortable. Not too formal, not too casual. This couple sitting close, but not too close. Polite romance, hidden romance, secret romance. So now watch this lake shooting. Dhanmondi Lake is nostalgia. It's for people who remember old Dhaka, quieter Dhaka, but it's also about class. Only certain people feel welcome here. Still, everyone loves this lake because in a city of concrete, this 3 kilometer water is proof that beauty can survive. Now I will talk about Justice Shahabuddin Ahmed Park. Not all parks are old. Some parks are new, very new. Justice Habib Ahmed Park opened in 2020, just 4 years ago. This park is in Gulshan 2, one of the richest areas in Dhaka. This park shows something new, not accidental beauty like Dhanmondi, planned beauty, modern beauty, design beauty. The story starts with a dying lake. For decades, a small lake sat in Gulshan 2, slowly suffocating. People built things too close. Pollution choked it. 1,765 trees grew wild around it, but nobody took care of them. People avoided this place. Then the Green Dhaka campaign started. Dhaka North City Corporation decided we will save this lake. We will make a park that shows what Dhaka can be. Not Dhaka is now, what it can be. They hired VITI Sthapati Brindo, good architects but with a difficult problem. How do you make a new park without cutting old trees? How do you build something modern that respects something old? Then they found a smart solution. They kept all 1765 trees, every single tree, zero trees cut. Instead, they designed the park around the trees. They made five different types of paths: brick paths, concrete paths, soft paths, wooden paths, and special cement paths for bicycles. Each path feels different under your feet. Each path makes different sounds when you walk. They cleaned the dying lake. They dug it out. They shaped it beautifully. Now the lake sits in the middle like a jewel, paths going around it, viewing decks sticking out over the water, two big sitting areas touching sides of the lake. There is an amphitheater made of grass. Imagine sitting on grass steps, watching a program with water and trees behind the stage. This isn't accident. This is design saying we deserve beauty, we deserve culture, we deserve space. The park has everything: a library where you can borrow books, a good cafe, but not a cheap tea stall, but a real cafe with good tea and coffee, a basketball court, an outdoor gym, a play area for children, a special sitting area for women, prayer space, clean toilets. This park cost between half a million and 2 million euros. You can see where the money went. In 2022, 2 years after opening, the city hired a private company to manage it. 5-hour Securex consortium. They kept everything clean and safe. Now watch this park entrance video. Justice Shahin Ahmed Park in Gulshan too. Gulshan is one of the richest areas in Dhaka. See this entrance? This park shows something new, not accidental beauty like Dhanmandi. Now watch this walking footage. Here, each path feels different under your feet. Each path makes different sounds when you walk. Now watch this lake video. See, the lake sits in the middle like a jewel. See how paths go around it? These viewing decks stick out of the water. The sitting area starts the sides of the lake. Now watch the footage of the circular sitting area. Yes, this is the amphitheater made of grass. Imagine sitting on these grass steps watching a program. Water and trees behind the stage. This is design saying we deserve beauty. So here you can see this is the bookworm, which is a library where you can borrow books. This is rare in Bangladesh, rare even in wild parks. Now watch the footage of this cafe. A good cafe, not a cheap tea stall, but a real tea and coffee. Here you can see people playing with basketball. Yes, this is the basketball court. Here you can see the beautiful prayer space and clean toilets. Now watch this footage of people walking. Here you can see mostly middle class and rich people. This is Gulshan. People dress nicely. Even children look neat. Watch the footage of this path. Here you can see the paths are shared for walking, running, or bicycles all together. But here people are careful. Nobody fights. Everyone has space. Very organized. Now watch the footage of the couples. Here you can see the couples can sit more openly here than in old parks. There is still some hiding. This is Bangladesh, but less shame, less fear. Here you can see the overall footage of the park. The feeling here is proud. This park says we all are modern. We can build beautiful spaces like Singapore, like Europe. But there is something else here too, hope. Hope that Dhaka can change. This park isn't about past like Dhanmondi. This park is about possibility. Now, I will talk about Chonima Uddan. Some parks are for fun, some parks are for beauty, some parks are for remembering. Chonima Uddan is a park of memory. 73 acres, huge, right across from the National Parliament building in Sheribangla. When you stand at the entrance, you can see Louis Khan's Parliament building, that amazing geometric building that everyone knows. Between the Parliament and the park is the Crescent Lake. They dug this lake in 1965 and 1966. A beautiful carved bridge goes over the lake, connecting two worlds, the world of power and the world of regular people. But this park isn't famous for its size, not famous for the lake, not famous for location. This park is famous for a grave. In the center is the tomb of Ziaur Rahman. He was the president of Bangladesh from 1977 to 1981. Someone killed him in 1981. His tomb is big, impossible to miss. People come to pay respect. They come to remember. Even the park's name is political. First, it was called Chondima Uddan, meaning moonlight garden. Then they named it Jia Uddan after the president. Then back to Chondima Uddan. Then, in August 2024, after political changes, back to Jia Uddan again. Even the name cannot escape politics. Nothing in Bangladesh is simple. The park was designed to look important. Wide paths, beautiful gardens, monuments everywhere. This was supposed to say, look, our capital is beautiful, our nation is important, we matter. Watch this entrance video. 73 acres across from the National Parliament building in Shiribangla. When you stand at the entrance, you can see Louis Khan's Parliament building, that amazing geometric structure that everyone knows. Now watch this beach and lake video. Between the Parliament and the park is the Crescent Lake, with its curved bridge connecting two worlds, power and people. The lake reflects the sky. The bridge is iconic. Every year, thousands of people take photos here. Parliament in the background, a perfect Instagram shot. Watch the footage of the Jia's tomb, the tomb of Ziaur Rahman. Big, impossible to miss. People come here to pay respects. But the tomb isn't in good condition. Graffiti, cracking concrete. We build monuments with excitement. Maintaining them is harder. Here you can see the footage of children playing. Families come on weekends, they sit on grass, they have picnics, children run around screaming and laughing. Now watch this food footage. Food vendors selling jhalmuri, chanachur. Now watch this footage. The paths are smooth. Even birds walk freely here. No fear. Middle class families mostly. Government workers, office people, families want to show their children this is our capital. Now watch the footage of the couples. Here, couples come here too, but carefully. This is high security area. Parliament is right there. Police everywhere. You cannot hide in corners. You cannot forget where you are. Now watch the police footage. Anytime the Prime Minister leaves the Parliament, the whole park locks down. Gates close. Nobody can enter or leave. You wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however long it takes. And now watch this family footage. This park makes people feel proud. Middle class families bring children here and say, this is your country. This is where laws are made. There is national pride here. The park, the parliament, the tomb, together they show Bangladesh's identity. Complicated but important. Now watch this overall video. Churnima Uddan continues 73 acres of memory right next to the political power, a place where history and present crash together, where children play next to a president's grave, where lovers sit in the shadow of the parliament. This park doesn't pick one meaning, it holds everything pride and decay, beauty and crime, memory and forgetting. Churnima Uddan is heavy, it's the weight of the history. What do these three parks teach us? First, park shows class differences. Dhanmondi Lake is for the middle class people with nostalgia. Shabuddin Park is for the upper middle class people with hope. Churnima Uddan is mixed. Anyone can go, but police watch everything. Same city, different worlds. Your money decides which park feels like home. Second, park shows time. Dhanmondi shows the 1950s idea of planned beauty. Shabutin Park shows 2020, the fear that we are running out of green space. Chonima Uddan shows 1960s to 1980s, the time of building national monuments to prove we matter. Third, park mean freedom. In Dhaka, everything is crowded. Everyone watches everyone. But in a park, you can just exist. No landlord, no boss, fewer parents watching, just you and sky and the grass. Fourth, parks hold our stories. Every bench saw a first kiss. Every tree sheltered someone crying. Every path carried someone running away from something or towards something. In 50 years, when we are old or dead, these parks will still be here. Other people will sit on these benches. They won't know our names, but they will feel what we felt relief. Relief from the concrete city. Fifth, parks are political. Who can use them? Who feels safe there? Who can afford to reach them? Who gets arrested for wrong behavior? These questions are about who owns public space. In Bangladesh, this question never has a clear answer. Finally, parks are monuments of childhood. Many Dhaka people's happiest childhood memories are in a park. First boat ride, first fish fed, First kite flown, we carry these memories our whole life. When we bring our children to parks, we are not just having fun, we are giving memories they will have for 70 years. Next time you visit a park in Dhaka, any park, look carefully. The old man feeding birds isn't just feeding birds, he is choosing just kindness in a cruel city. He is saying life matters, even small life, even pigeon life. The young couple sitting separately but together, they are not just dating, they are fighting for their right to choose their own story. Every minute they sit here is a small revolution. The tired worker sleeping under a tree, he is saying, I am a human, I deserve peace and shade too. His presence challenges people who think parks are only for rich people. Parks are not just green spaces, they are breathing spaces, dreaming spaces, surviving spaces, loving spaces, remembering spaces. In a city like Dhaka, this means everything. The small moments add up to something larger. They become the story of a city. We live in a city of 20 million people. More people come every day. The city builds up. The city covers everything with concrete. Every park we lose is forever lost. Every park we save is a gift to people not yet born. When city planners choose between a shopping mall and a park, they choose what kind of city we will be. When politicians let people build on parkland, they steal from our lands. When we throw garbage in a lake, we poison our own breathing space. But when we fight to save a park, we fight for our humanity. When we maintain a park, we maintain hope. When we create a new park, we say the future matters, the beauty matters. We matter. Dhanmondi Lake teaches us that accidental beauty can survive if we fight for it. Shabuddin Park teaches us that planned beauty is possible if we invest in it. Chudima Uddan teaches us that even complicated, political, imperfect spaces are better than no spaces at all. Take care of your parks, they take care of you. When you cannot breathe, go to a park. When you cannot think, go to a park. When you cannot love, go to the park. When you cannot remember who you are, go to a park. The grass will remind you, the trees will remind you, the water will remind you. You are human, you need beauty, you need breath, you need space. In Dhaka, parks are where we remember how to be a human. So that's it for my video.